Welcome back to a very special Trees in Space show. On this episode, we will be conducting an end-of-the-year review of our top 10 worst movies we watched during 2025. I'm your host for this episode, Nate Hanks, and with me, as always, is the connoisseur of horror cinema, the Gulf Coast living, and women born anytime between Cher and Zendaya, Jason Smith.
Sharon?
Cher?
Oh, Cher and Zendaya.
Cher
Oh,
and
okay.
Zendaya.
And Zendaya. 1880, yep. How y'all doing, everyone?
It's wonderful to be here with you all today. We have already done one part of our top 10 list, which was the best of, which Jason was the host for that episode, and I get the distinct privilege of hosting this one. So, I guess without further ado, why don't we just go ahead and just dive right in. I will kick us off.
10.
And I picked Idle Hands. It was our first and only movie review that we had 3 hosts on there. We had a guest. You and I both gave this movie 2 trees and a stump, in case you were wondering how well this movie fared.
I was wondering, it was not in my top. I don't have that. I didn't even consider it because of a certain actress that is involved in it. And I just have the heart. But yeah, good pick. I understand it. My number 10, you gave 1 tree, 1 stump. I gave 2 trees. And that movie was the one and only get in the car and can't get out of it. Locked.
Ah, yes. That movie really kind of messed with me. When he drank his urine,
It's an Anthony Hopkins movie, and I'm like, how could I even put an Anthony Hopkins movie in the top 10 worst reviews we had? But as we've talked about, it's not just the movie itself; it's our review of it. And so,
I mean,
yeah, it felt
you kept a Denzel Washington movie out of a top 10.
I did.
Films.
I did, and Gene Hackman.
Same movie.
So, yeah, one of the best movies ever made. You gave a 1 tree, 1 stump again, and I gave 2 trees too, and that is when you merge 2 sports into one, and we get basketball.
Yeah.
The creators of South Park, I think.
Yep, I can't not think of Matt Stone's nipples. I believe is the one with the. I hope they're fake, because if they're not, he's got some huge ones.
Well, he has to counteract with his dong if that thing was real. That's the part I remember about the movie.
My number 9 is a movie that apparently you thought was fantastic. It's nostalgic, I guess, at some point for you. I gave it a tree and a stump. You gave it 2 trees. Top Secret.
Oh yes, that was that was not a great movie. I don't know why I gave it 2 trees. Like, it is nostalgic, but it's an airplane-esque movie and not nearly as good. But
it's one of those rare films where the lead actor doesn't even have to be in the film for the film to work.
It's true.
Is a you pick, and I graded this movie, and I really graded this movie because of our limitations and our handicapped 2 rules. Halloween 2, somehow a movie that deserved no rating whatsoever, got a tree for me and a tree and a stump from you.
Yeah, and the fact that it's that low on the most worst review list makes me wonder what the heck topped it. But I know of at least one. My number 8 is a more recent review that we did. And it's the one and only Nicolas Cage playing a balding man, and you gave it 2 trees, and so did I, and that was Dream Scenario. It was very hard to review that movie. I think that's why I gave it such a lower.
You know, it's funny that you mention it. I literally just watched Dream Scenario today.
Did you really? You did say in the review you were going to watch it again.
Yeah, I definitely watched it. And yeah, the movie sounds very intriguing.
Great idea. You gave it 2 trees. I give it 1 tree and a stump from your favorite director, and that is Tusk.
Mm.
You know, yes.
What? Wait, what?
Yeah.
Tusk is a great horror film.
But for some reason, you only gave it 2 trees, and I gave it a tree and a stump. So apparently, I think the review of it was just, I'm like, it's just not great. Better than some of these.
I go into number 7 for myself. And it's on your list. I think maybe at 8. Dream Scenario.
Yes. Just
Yep.
had it.
Yep. So that's my number 7. And at number 6 is one of the most insufferable movies I have ever watched in my entire life. I hated this movie, but in the pure fact I hated it so much, it was brilliant and got high grades from myself, and a pretty high grade for you, is Audrey, which was on your top 10 list, I believe.
Yes.
I gave it 3 trees, and you gave it 2 trees and a stump.
I can't remember which movie that was. That was the one with the lemon trees. The lemon trees, right?
Yes.
Yes, it was great. Yeah. That's shocking that that's on your worst and my best. That's pretty weird.
But it's pretty high up on my favorite of our worst films.
Yes, it is. So, but it's like in the middle. I mean, we haven't got the honorable mentions at the middle yet. So.
No.
So my number 6.
6.
Believe it or not, is a movie that Nate loved. He gave it 4 trees. I gave 2 trees and a stump. It's nostalgic reasons, and that was Pest.
Hey, it's a great freaking movie. If it's on USA, I'll watch it again and just let it be in the background.
I'd watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we are going to go ahead and get into the recap before we get into our top 5s. I started us off with Idle Hands, followed by Top Secret, then Halloween 2, Dream Scenario, and Audrey rounded up my bottom 5. Jason, you had...
Yeah. I had Locked, then Basketball at 9, Dream Scenario at 8, Tusk, at 7, and Pest at 6. And if I remember correctly, I think all these were your picks.
Pretty much all of yours are on here too, except for 2.
Yeah.
No, you just had 2. So.
Okay. Well, I will now move on to number 5.
Number 5.
And that was another one. It's a B movie. It wasn't bad, but it's not nearly as good as half these other B movies we've been watching. And that was I gave it a tree and a stump. You gave it 1 tree, and that was Popeye or Popeye.
That movie, it was actually a pretty decent movie. It was, if they could have taken out the selling of the plant thing and kind of made it more like a Scooby-Doo type of deal, I think it probably would.
Oh, that would have been a good idea. Scooby-Doo meets Popeye the Slayer Man.
Yeah, but just take the dog out and then put some random ass teenagers in there, then you got the same movie.
Oh, I like it.
You don't have to pay for the rights of Scooby-Doo. My number 5 was a you pick, A Working Man, a movie in which they replaced Liam Neeson with Jason Statham, and it was taken, and they just reworded it to A Working Man. I gave it a stump. You gave it a tree and a stump.
Yeah, I mean, all of Jason Statham movies can very be in the bottom 10 whenever we're doing a review because they're all just cut and board the same. I think we did Beekeeper was on the low ones last year, I think. So yeah. I don't know.
One of my favorite lines that I said in the review of this movie is becoming Steven Seagal and Jean-Claude Van Damme, where they're just making this blueprint movie over and over and over again. All right, Jason, This dude's gonna pretend to hit you with a right. You're gonna pop to the left or pop to your left, and you're gonna dodge it. And it's all fucking the same thing. Almost like he should do something else. He should have been in um Lethal Weapon. No, Naked Gun. He should have been in Naked Gun.
Naked Gun.
I think he would have been pretty good over Liam Neeson.
I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know.
Me either. We should watch it. Is a movie in which Gary Oldman had one of his best acting roles ever, Tiptoes. You gave it a tree to stump. I gave it a tree.
Yes, I remember this movie very well, and I have a feeling about it, and I'm not sure how I can explain it. It was very poorly done.
It was just weird how she ends up going for his older half-sized brother at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah. And I need to tell the audience that my 5 through 3 can be rearranged anyway, because they're all, but 1 and 2 are definitely the top. There's no mistake in those two. But my 4th movie, you gave a tree to, I gave a tree and stump to, and that was the classic barbed wire with Booby Girl. I can't remember her name. Pamela Anderson. Yes.
The Pride of British Columbia. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, is that where she's from?
I believe it is. Yeah.
You to number 3.
And my next movie, you gave 1 tree to, I gave a tree and a stump to. It's on your list. You just mentioned it. Gary Oldman and Tiptoes. Such a bad movie.
What's interesting is as you were saying it, I was looking at my last 3 to see if it might be one of your movies. So I already know that my top 3, your movie wasn't in that list. So we already different. I go now with my number 3, correct?
Yes, sir.
This was a me pick. I should have picked a different movie by this comedy duo, but instead I picked this one, which was Nice Dreams. I gave it a tree and a stump. Jason, you actually liked this little movie a little bit more than I did and gave it 2 trees.
I was debating putting that on my list. It actually was on my list, and I pushed it back because of other things that moved in and out. So it's almost an honorable mention, but there was one that I thought was just not quite as bad or not quite as good. So I understand.
Number 2.
A brilliant movie that I'm so glad we watched. If you can find this sci-fi movie, go find it. I gave it 2 trees. You actually give it 2 trees and a stump. Lavalantula, starring Ralph Garman and the one and only Steve Guttenberg.
I like how you put Ralph Garman, like anyone knows who that is.
He was the only one I couldn't remember the Goot's name for a minute, but Ralph was there because I listen to his podcast.
Oh, that's wonderful. I like it. Okay. My number 2 is already on your list. You gave it 2 trees. You gave it 1 tree. I gave it 1 tree and a stump. And as you said before, you begrudgingly gave it a tree because you wanted to give it nothing, and you got so mad. And that was Halloween too. Yes, because we recorded it twice. You're like, screw it, I don't deserve it, but because of the rules and the nudity, I have to give it that. And it has to start at a point, so I have to get 1. Jeez. So that's Halloween too. So my 2 honorable mentions, real quick, through here.
Hold on. Why don't we go ahead and recap before we get into honorable mentions? Let's recap our 5 to 2. I had A Working Man, Tiptoes, Nice Dreams, and Lavalantula.
I had Popeye. That's an inside joke, people. Barbed Wire, Tiptoes, and Halloween 2. So my honorable mentions are these. You've mentioned this one already. You just mentioned this one with 2 trees from you and 2 trees, 1 stump from me. I put Lavalantula on my honorable mentions because I actually seem to like it better than the rest of these for some strange reason. And the other one had a had 1 tree, 1 stump from you, and 2 trees, 1 stump for me. And I don't think it's gonna be on the list because you're at number one. It might be on honorable mention for you too. I don't know. But this was nostalgia for me and when I was a teenager, and that was Ernest Goes to Camp.
Oh, no. That was not a good movie.
I know.
What did I give it?
You gave it 1 tree, 1 stump.
Oh, I was kind.
You were
I don't
kind. You
remember.
were a lot more kinder in these reviews than I was. It seems like. I mean, no, I was kinder than you, which is backwards than you usually is.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't remember that movie as fondly as I rated it. Apparently, so my honorable mentions. Number 2 is a movie that hasn't been mentioned at all. I gave it a stump, and you gave it a stump. Night Bitch.
Oh, that was on my list too, but I didn't even look at it because the more I thought about it, the more I remember you saying, "Hey, they got Amy Adams to get on all fours and bark like a dog." So just that phrase alone in my memory tells me it was a great review. The movie wasn't great, but it's a great review, and I have fond memories of it, so I could not put it on the worst list.
That's why I put it at number 12 of my favorite shitty movies.
Fair enough.
And my honorable mention number 1, you already said it. I think it's number 2 for you, or 4 or something, is Barbed Wire.
Number 4. Yes, that's we've agreed on about 4 of these. I think we do pretty well when it comes to these things.
Yeah. I can't wait to hear what your number 1 is, though, sir.
1.
My number 1, with a bullet, because there's pulling Halloween 2 with it. I'm not sure. I didn't like the review. The movie was silly. There was nothing to it. The review was blah because the movie was blah. The people don't even want to watch the review. That's how bad this thing was. And you gave it 1 tree and a stump, and I'm not sure why you gave it a stump. And I gave it a tree, and that was Teen Wolf.
Why did I give it a stump? I actually just watched our review of Teen Wolf. I've been watching them lately. They're actually pretty good.
They are.
You all should watch. It's actually not that bad. So without further ado, I will go ahead and give you my favorite of the worst movies we reviewed of this year. I gave it a stump. You gave it a tree. And part 2 is coming soon. The Velocipastor.
That was in my honorable mentions of good movies.
It was my favorite of the worst movies we've watched.
You do realize there's movies in between the worst ones and the best ones that we've watched that don't belong on a list at all.
Yeah, this is my favorite. I will recommend this movie. This movie is awful. It's horrible. Don't watch it, but watch it. It's fantastic.
Yeah. So I think we have our list different. I think you have your best worst one. I have my worst one at the top. So
what do you all think? What is your favorite of the worst movies? Because we do want to know. Is it a movie that we reviewed that you enjoyed our review more, or that you agree that movie sucks? Or is there a movie that you think that is your favorite worst movie you've watched of the year? Put it down in comments. Let us know. Until next time, we will be here at Trees and Space Show on YouTube and wherever you get your podcast. I've been Nate Hanks. That's been the magnificent Jason Smith, and we'll see you soon. Take care, everybody.